Suplementação de qualidade é na Max Titânio Suplementos. Utilize o cupom SM e tem aquele desconto especial. Link na descrição. Cris Aceto comentou sobre a vitória do Mike no Arnold. Ele também respondeu se acha se o Mike vai vencer o Mr.olympia e muito mais. Se você quer assistir essa entrevista completa e o canal que traduziu, os links estão na descrição.
Let's just talk about the classic division.
Yeah.
Mike Sommerfeld knocks out a Logan Franklin who no one saw coming. This guy wasn't even on the radar. We were talking about Wesley Vissers, who was last year's champion, going up against Sommerfeld. Sommerfeld does win. I thought it was a well-earned victory. Who'd you like?
I liked Logan because I just think he has more of a classic physique. But I thought they were both in peak condition. Sommerfeld looked great. He's a worthy winner for sure. He's a little bit bigger. He's a little thicker. But I thought if you're looking at classic, I think Logan Franklin has a classic physique. And he really brought it this time, like you said.
You know, I said this to you earlier. I said it's funny because Sommerfeld looks like a bodybuilder up there, but he poses like a classic guy, and he bamboozles everyone because. But I mean, the guy doesn't have any weaknesses really.
Mike Sommerfeld looks more like the winner in the routine than the prejudging because he does, as you said, all the classic poses and he does them very well.
Really?
But in prejudging, you know, he looked great. He's muscular. He's great. He's fantastic. No weaknesses, this and that, and hardness. And I look up and I just think, like, great physique. Just something like, oh, he's not 212. He's not open, but he's just not classic, like, in the mind.
He's got huge legs.
Yeah,
I don't even know how he makes weight.
Of classic. So when you put him next to Logan, who's like tall, not lanky, but like longer arms and just longer muscle bellies, and
He's got that classic look.
and yeah, the midsection. That's different. Not like a powerful midsection. It's almost like slender, but his legs are round. See, John, you love it. And round pecs. You know, even though he could, to me, he just reflects in my head what classic looks like, and that's why I thought, like, he may end up, the judges may end up giving him the nod if they're thinking from the perspective of classic.
But you know, this is almost like a deja vu moment of when George Peterson won.
I knew you were going to say that.
The classic. But George didn't pose. George posed like a bodybuilder, and that's why people were criticizing. Mike has got the all the moves down.
Fantastic.
Yeah, and he's a good looking guy, and he's like, you know, he really fits the mold, and I just don't see him. You know, I didn't see him losing here, and he did take home the victory, well deserved. I mean, he pushed Bumstead to the end of the.
He was better at the Olympia.
At the Olympia, yeah,
he was better at the Olympia. So another one who was fantastic here, but he was still better at the Olympia.
Some people thought he was better than Bumstead.
Well, he was better at the Olympia, and some people did. Some people did. You know,
I thought he had bumps to beat at the night show.
He might have, from a bodybuilding perspective, but I think once again we go back to structure, and Bumstead, you know, his structure is, I mean, he makes Logan Franklin look like he doesn't have a structure, and so I think that's why Bumstead beat him, you know, but I think Sommerfeld's, you know, can you ever see this guy go into the open division?
No, I don't think he, you know, I think
212?
Well, I mean, he just won the Arnold Classic.
Yeah, he'll probably win the Olympia.
To have something on that.
But he needs to work on refinement. You know, I mean, he's got enough size. So
what would he refine? I mean, the guy is unbelievable.
He needs to come in harder. I mean, he's got the smaller waist. He
needs to be harder?
Yeah, I think so. I think the waist needs to be a little bit harder, yeah.
What do you think?
Because in the lineup, the waist is not a classic waist. It's, there's some
short torso too.
There's a power element that throws him completely off. So when he's standing next to, like, Logan, and when he's standing next to in the lineup, he does not look as good, in my opinion, as Matt Grego.
Well, Grego's got also the long, tall, you know, classic look. Yeah,
it's the classic division. So when John reflects that, you know, something with the midsection, you say, really, the midsection is because those guys have like a different.
They have a long torso.
Well, they have a longer torso. They have more detailed abs, but they also have like their midsections they look a lot different. It's outside a shorter torso. There's you know, the whole element of the torso in terms of V taper and small waist that is, you know, reflective and needed in this division is off. So that's the only part.
So
When he hits the front double, it looks really good. Looks classic. Yeah.
Do you think Sommerfeld wins the Olympia?
You know, he's a favorite. I think Ramon will give him a lot of trouble. I mean, He's beaten him once.
Yeah.
You know, Vissers beat him last year, but, you know, Vissers, anything can change. Vissers is out of the, you know, top 5 here.
What happened to Vissers? He looked small to me.
I heard he was sick.
Was he?
Yeah, that's what his coach said. I think he was sick.
That could be the old Lasix
He looked
fish.
flat. He looked like he lost weight. And
Yeah.
he looked off.
Maybe he wasn't. Yeah, he looks like he wasn't eating enough today. Yeah. Could it be the Lasix fish? That was Chris's. You coined that expression.
I did. It's they have it in Europe, Lasix fish, but there's a tariff on it now when we import it.
Trump put a big tariff on that. Yeah. Well, you know what? It was so enjoyable today because not only did we see a men's open division that had guys in tremendous shape. Brandon Curry looks like he's going to finish in that 4th spot with Bonac probably in the 5th position. And we'll find out, obviously, tomorrow night. The Classic division was super exciting. Sommerfeld, you know, narrowly beating out Logan Franklin. And, you know, that's all we could ever hope for when we go to see a show is guys in shape at their best. We saw it here today.
Doido, seu Logan ganhar aí, filho.
Meio que, assim,
vai bagunçar geral.
Vai ganhar por causa dos
Depende, quando o Ramon mataram, caiu na cabeça
só não
dele.
entende, mas é o contexto. Ele sabe.
Só pra encerrar o assunto de hoje, a gente falou dos resultados e tal, mas vocês acham que rolou alguma injustiça no resultado da Classic hoje?